Alpha unit, reporting in. 90% of the premises is secured. No sign of primary target. We are currently on the basement level, and we're detecting high-level chiral reactions from a locked room down here. Your order, Captain? I copy, Alpha Team. Our target is most likely in that room. Hold your position while I send in the medical unit. Proceed at will once they've arrived.
Roger.
Doctors, we'd like you to head over to the basement. Are you ready? Yes, of course. Let's go, Angie.
Understood.
Right. Ooh, fancy. Blue thingy. What the? Doctor, over here! No. How could they? People...
Can't be.
They've made more sinners? I mean, it's not ununderstandable. Worse sin too? Doctor, what are they? They're living incubators. Their bodies are being used to cultivate guilt. Heinrich, you! Well, we kind of figured he was going to do something like that. I don't know why we're so upset. I mean, other than, you know... I mean, I guess it makes sense that we are upset, but I don't know why we're so upset and surprised. Doctor, look out! Freeze! Don't move! Our sublime plans would have been executed flawlessly, if not for you. Otherwise known as, I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids. But, it's still not too late. Nobody go near him. He may be armed with guilt. I underestimated you, Dr. Stiles. I thought that putting 4 locks in there would surely be enough. But no, you had to pass all 4 of them. I knew I should have upgraded to the 5-lock system. But I have learned from the past. I will not be taken as easily as my grandfather. What have you learned? Look at these children. You're repeating the same mistakes all over again. They are no ordinary sinners. This is Carl and this is Christine. I've given them names. I quite like it. My son and daughter. The prince and princess of a new dawn for mankind. Talk about delusions of grandeur. The bloodline of Adam must live on. His genetic legacy is the salvation for humanity. We alone can end the world's suffering. It is a sacred mission my family has been blessed with. You call that a blessing? It's nothing but a curse, Heinrich. You've got to free yourself from the so-called destiny. Don't you understand? Guilt will never bring people joy. Ha! You will eventually discover how wrong you are, Dr. Stiles. We live in a world where only the elite receive medical attention, and the masses fade away. Guilt is the great equalizer. It decides who lives or dies, without regard for social class. So, you thought to control the future. Too bad your ambitions will never come to fruition. Oh, but they will. Now, let me show you the power of my bloodline. You have guilt in your system. What are you planning? My life will end once. And long after I've been declared dead in the eyes of medicine, my blood will once again circulate. The world itself will be vastly changed by that time. He's trying to use guilt to enter suspended animation, just like Adam did. What the? Gas!
No.
It may be guilt. Get your hazard gear on. This is a tranquilizer. I tricked all you trained military professionals with some gas. You won't get your way. You think you can just escape from reality? Think again. This serum will put an end to your crazed ambition, once and for all. What did you...
What?
Adele, what have you done? They're different from any guilt patients we've ever treated before. They were stable. We could have performed the operations after transporting them out. The necrosis serum has been perfected by the HOA. The sooner the treatment, the better. Treat my guilt? Urgh. The serum has begun to fatally alter the guilt. It does no harm to the human body. You shouldn't feel any... My stomach! Who would have guessed? What's going on? Vader! Vader! I think that's German. They're all in serious pain.
No.
The guilt in their body must be reacting violently to the serum. That can't be. Our serum. We've got no choice then. We need to operate. I need to operate. My head. I can't see straight. I must calm down. Dr. Tolba? Doctor, he's in no condition to operate. Angie, get ready to perform the procedure. There's no time to lose. We'll have to do all 3 of them in a row, but hang in there.
Understood.
Yes, Dr. Stiles. No, I'll operate. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed that for some reason their super fancy future medicine wasn't going to work, and then he's going to be all in despair, and then we're going to save the day, after maybe a failure or 2, and then he's going to be like, I was wrong, doctor. You really are good. And then he's going to be our friend again, and then we're all going to walk away happily ever after, and we're going to take that guy into the police custody because bad guys aren't allowed to die. Unless they die and say something really, poetic before they do. Then sometimes that's okay. All 3 patients require surgery. We need to determine the order of operation. Well, first you start with, the powers. And then you go to the multiplication, and then never mind. Okay, let's stay focused and come up with the best plan so we can save them all. Although, we can only rely on their current condition, since we don't know their medical history. From the chiral reactions in the coma scale, Heinrich seems to be in the most danger.
Understood.
I see. We should start with him, then. I want you to keep your eyes on the children. I will, Doctor. Now, here's an update on Heinrich. The gill Tetarti is invading his liver as we speak. It won't take time for his liver to be completely covered with poisonous polyps. Our objective for this operation is... eliminate Tetarti. This Tetarti is most likely the mutated version, Doctor. It may have evolved even more than the one we faced before. It's quite possible. The Acropolis serum will probably be ineffective, but let's save him. Yes, Doctor.
Let's begin the operation.
Alright, let's begin the operation. 10 minutes. Oh boy, this is going to be a long episode, I can tell.
Let's begin the operation.
We're going to be treating Tetarti in this operation, Doctor. Let's get started. Alright, let's. Thank goodness we have a good operation kit this time. Nice.
Let's inject the medication.
Alright, so let's inject our multicolored medications. I didn't inject it. There we go. And a little bit of antibiotic or stabilizer before we start. Okay, we'll have a visual on the Tetarti in just a moment.
Please inject the medication. Chiral reaction is weakening.
Yeah, this one's not hard as long as you can remember things. Ah, I was like a second too late. If you're a little bit slow in the process, then you get in trouble. Oh, was that wrong? There we go. Oh, darn it. No, that was right. That was right. It's just not liking where I'm pressing. That was completely right. I'm tired of your crap game. I don't actually... Oh, it's blue? That was completely right. I don't know why the game gets mad at me for that. Maybe it's because I'm like a second too late. And I can't remember what the last color was, so I'm not even going to try this time. Okay, purple, black, and green. Ah, oh, this game. And then sometimes when I'm not even attempting to, like, do anything, like, when I'm just trying to get stabilizer out, it'll freak out. No, that was not wrong, game. There we go. That took way, way, way longer than that should have. Let's get him closed up. That just makes me mad, it really does. Because I wasn't doing anything wrong for most of that. Let's move on to his son, Carl. Hey, Carl!
Let's begin the
Based on the
operation.
Kyra reaction, the guild present inside Carl's body should be Kiriaki. Let's perform the treatment before the laceration spread any further. Of course, it's going to be this advanced form of Kiriaki that makes me mad because it's difficult to treat. As you basically need, like, 2 pairs of hands to do the whole thing.
Doctor,
Come on. There we go. Getting through it, barely. Alright, I think we're about to get to the big one next.
detecting chiral reaction.
Hold on just 1 second. I will say one problem the original DS had that a lot of the newer ones don't have, except for maybe those ginormous ones I have now, is that it is a lot heavier when you're holding it over time. Especially if you're trying to hold it in a particular position so you can continue to talk into a microphone without moving it. It is a little bit heavy. Let's keep going.
Detecting chiral reaction. The patient's in danger.
I know, we'll save him in a second. We may have to use the healing touch for this just to make this go a bit smoother. There we go. Now we've got it. Now we just got to treat the remaining ones. Okay, so that wasn't as bad as the other ones I've done, but we're still pretty bad on time right now. Like, this is going to be iffy. I may have to redo it just so I can save time in that first operation because we lost so much. We probably lost over a minute, honestly. Alright, our last patient is Christine, which is infected with
Let's begin the operation.
Pt.2. After we save her, we're done, Doctor. This one can take a bit of time, especially that mutated one. So we may, in fact, have to redo this. We got the fancy fluid on hand?
Inject the
Cool.
medication.
Okay,
Use the laser.
and use the laser.
Please be careful.
Now this is where things start to get fun, because you can deal with a single one, but multiple ones would just make it difficult. See, look at that. If you stop to fix anything, then you'll miss the next one. And you don't want these ones getting through, but of course they do, which is not great. Ah, dang it. Even when you do laser them, they don't always get hit enough. And then I of course don't click on the laser again, so then nothing gets fixed. In fact, the gap after defeating these ones is probably the best time to get anything useful done. Not laser them, of course, because you got to fix their vitals.
We need to pick up the pace.
Oh, I know. Oh, yep. Yeah, this one's not gonna go. Our only chance of possibly fixing it at this point is using the healing touch, but it's just not going to work. These stupid things take so much health to fix. And that's going to be our only chance to get anything possibly useful done here.
Reaction is weakening. Doctor, hurry.
I'd love to hurry.
losing the pain.
Oh no! We can't not do it in 10 minutes, otherwise we just fail life. What kind of ending do we get here? Yeah, of course we're not going to show up at Caduceus USA. We're probably at the police answering questions and stuff. Dang it. Yeah, I'll be right back. I need to save more time from the first operation. That was my main problem. So, I'll be right back for that last operation again. Alright, doing good for the first operation, only about a minute and a half. Much better than my, like, 6.5 minutes, much better than my, like, what was that, 3.5 minutes before? So we are on a good start here. Alright, 5:40 for Operation 2 complete. Well, not quite, but about 5:30, so that's not bad. We have over half of our time left, which is good because we will need a lot of time here. And I'll probably use my healing touch towards the end of this procedure. I'll come back to somewhere around there. Okay, I think we're getting there. Yep, one of them's down. The other one's kind of angry. See, this is when the mission gets doable, I think. More or less. Though now, see, now bad things are happening, so I'm going to slow down a bit.
Vitals dropping. Chiral reaction.
Yay, we did it! Now I've got to really quickly treat him because he's got super low vitals. Please, treat the areas quickly before he dies. There we go. Well, I gotta say that was fairly difficult. But it was doable. That last mission, it is hard to treat that last type of guilt, but I think with some practice you can get kind of decent, actually. I'd have to say. I don't feel so mad about that one anymore. Not as much as I was before, because after a practice run, I was able to get through it fairly okay. If you miss a beat anywhere, you're dead. That's the big difference in this mission. And because you either pass it spectacularly by almost missing nothing, or you just fail. And right at the end, honestly, I was set up for failure. It was the only reason I won was because he died faster, or the guilt died faster than it could kill the patient. That was the only reason that I didn't lose right there. So that was fun.
Doctor.
It's over, Doctor. Yeah. This is finally the end of guilt terrorism in Delphi.
Oh, no.
Ah, there you are, Dr. Styles. That was an amazing finale you performed there. I must apologize for Dr. Tolba. I thought he'd hold up better under stress. What's done is done. Yes, and in the end, Delphi has been eliminated. It couldn't have been accomplished without you. Thank you. Are you sure you won't reconsider joining the Hands of Eclipsius? With you on our staff, we could... No, I'm sorry. My heart is with Caduceus. I figured you'd say as much. It's really too bad, but I guess it can't be helped. The police will take Von Ratenu into custody, and will take care of any follow-up operations. He'll most likely end up being tried as an international criminal. Heinrich truly believed that guilt could bring people happiness. I wasn't able to convince him otherwise. But maybe, having time to dwell on his own strategies will make him realize the truth. Ah, by the way, the backup team from Caduceus should be arriving here shortly. You should probably go outside and let them know you're safe. Shall we get going then, Doctor?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. That's not the end of the game, is it? Uh-oh. This looks like it might end up being... Oh, I don't really have time to look at this right now, unfortunately, so I'm going to end the video here. This makes me think that this is going to be like... Because I feel like that's not the end of the game yet. They didn't quite give me the end of the game feeling yet. So I feel like this next chapter is probably going to be the last chapter, but it's still probably going to be another couple of videos at least, maybe 2 or 3. Well, regardless, we'll tackle that next time. And then I've got a little something to show you guys really quick. I did say I'm almost out of time, but this will only take a minute. So, first let me save. Just get that out of the way. This game auto-saves, but I like making an actual save of my own. Just so I make sure that I'm actually, you know, doing that. And it doesn't keep auto-saving over the same save slot. That's the big thing. Anyway, let's go to the title screen really quick. So this game, aside from its story mode, is very devoid from much of anything. There's new game, load game. We've got config, which allows us to turn on and off the background music, which I don't know why you'd want to. I actually like the background music a lot. You can turn off the little noises that clicking on things makes. You can turn off voices, which, you know, maybe if they really annoyed you, you could turn them off, but I just find them humorous as I'll get out, so I leave them on. And we have sound test. This is pretty interesting, actually. So, you can play any of the music that's the title music. We've got the normal music we hear. So yeah, you can just play any of the music, which is kind of cool. And I actually like games that let you do this. And I do like this music track a lot, too. You know, maybe you can say that their stories are kind of crap, and, you know, I'd give you that. I really would. But they do have a really fun game here, and the music is really good. And I'll be revealing more of my thoughts later that I haven't said when the game's over. But for now, just keep in mind, they do got some good music. We've also got... We've got a host of sounds. So you can just listen to them, I guess. And the voices, this is funny.
Let's begin the operation. All right, let's do this. There's no time. We'll begin the...
Hey, let's stop that, sorry.
Understood. All right.
And
bring in the next
apparently
patient.
Dr. Styles has something like 24 lines in this game.
No. Yes. What? I'm a doctor.
25, 26.
What's wrong?
He's got 26 lines. So apparently you can listen to any of the voice lines in this game, which is kind of cool. Wow, she has a lot.
On to the next patient.
I guess she does. She probably has a lot of cues for during operations. So that would make sense why she would have so many audio cues.
The sutures are ready.
Yeah, stuff like that. Anyway, just wanted to show you guys that really quick. I thought it was kind of a neat thing. It is a very basic game, but the sound test is a nice addition. And I really think more games should have that, honestly. Especially letting you listen to all of their music tracks, because man, some games do have good music and it's just hard to listen to them. You gotta, like, find it on YouTube or something. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!